Hi, so I just got in after ClanFit and I figured if I was going to do this vlog properly I need to do a check-in regularly. So this is my check-in today. I just did a WOD at ClanFit and the WOD was 3 attempts at max watts on the rower, a level 10. And that basically means you have to row to get the rower started and then you have to go as hard as you can and see what the wattage is on the rower. And it went quite well. I think it was 5-3-1, which is good. And then 5 rounds of 100 skips and then 10 games push-ups, and that was straightforward. And then Karen, which is the worst WOD. In fact, that's a total lie. It's not the worst WOD, but it is a really hard WOD. It's really short, really hard, 150 wall balls for time. And I did beat my time by last time I was 9 minutes something, and this time I was 6 minutes something, so that was quite good. But it was hard. It was really hard. It never gets any easier. And then unbroken floor press, that was fine. But it was a good workout actually, because I was a bit scared because of Karen. It's usually my downfall, that one. But it meant that it was an all over body thing, you did everything. And this is actually what I really love about CrossFit and ClanFit in general, is the fact that it takes something, I've always been, and if you know me at all, you'll know that I'm fiercely independent, independent yes, but I'm fiercely competitive, sorry. And ClanFit allows me to be competitive, but within boundaries. I wish I could have played a team sport or something, but I've always been so rubbish at hand-eye coordination. So tennis, it's not fun. It's not fun in that one person hitting a ball and the other person never hitting it and having to always chase after it. That's fun for like one round, and then it's not fun anymore for anyone, so I don't play it. And same with most other team sports. I know tennis isn't necessarily a team, but any sport that involves hand-eye coordination. So that's why I originally started with running, was because I can run in a straight line, I can do that, and I can keep running in a straight line for quite a long time. So I kept doing that. And then ClanFit allows me to take in other areas of sport, because I've always been fit and into fitness, and it allows me to take that and make that into a competition and make that into something I can improve on and see a time and see beat my time last time and see gains. And it makes it fun and interactive, and you feel part of a team as well, because other people are doing the same thing as you and they're struggling along with you and they're trying to beat times, and it's really, really good because everybody's in it together, and it feels really good to be part of such a good team. And you're supported by great coaches and all of that. And the fact that you can do a WOD like Karen, a WOD means workout of the day. Sorry, there's quite a lot of anagrams. Quite a lot of things where we use the initials in ClanFit. So we have WODs, which means workout of the day. And basically these WODs are international, so people all over the world are doing the same WODs, and you can compare your time and your score, and if you're doing it for time, you can compare what time you got. If you're doing it for weight, like say it was your maximum squat, you can compare that. If you're doing it for as many rounds as possible, which is also called an AMRAP, you would see how many people had done those sort of things. It's really good. There's specific ones that are sort of named after, I think it's ex-soldiers or something along those lines. So we have Karen, and we've got Murph, which is legendarily scary. So with that one you would run a mile, and then you would do 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, 300 squats, run another mile. And that is, I thought it was a joke the first time I saw it, but you do it, and all of them you do, and then you can compare how you do against somebody else, and it means they can have international games. And my dream is to one day compete at these games, because that would be amazing to be at that level. So yeah, this is the goal, and I just think it brings out the best in you. I think it brings out all these competitive things, but in a really helpful, supportive, kind, encouraging environment. And I just think it's absolutely brilliant. I really, really cannot speak highly enough of ClanFit specifically and CrossFit as a culture. I just think it's great, and I know it gets a lot of criticism, and I understand some of the criticism. One of the main things I think could be improved on, but this is all personal responsibility, is the fact that, for example, I'm not very good at quite a lot of overhead things. I'm getting better because I am practicing, but if you were just doing the WODs, you wouldn't get better at them, because they're just designed, each one is different. It's not like you work on something and get better at it, you just do something different next time. Whereas what I should be doing is doing my own training on the side and then doing WODs as well for conditioning. So that's my fault, that's not CrossFit, that's my own training. So what you have to do with CrossFit is actually take it in combination with something else, in combination with your own training, and then it really will be incredibly beneficial. Yeah, I think one of the criticisms people have as well is that it pushes you too hard, and that's, again, personal responsibility. You have to be accountable. If something is hurting, you stop doing it. And I am bad for that as well. I've got all these cuts all over my hands because I don't stop when I should, but that's my fault. It's not the gym, it's not anything else, it's the fact that I'm fiercely competitive and will keep going and keep going and keep going. And that's, yeah, something I need to work on, but it's really good. It does bring out the best in you, and I just think it's a great environment to be part of. I've done a lot of different things. I've done running, as I said, I've done swimming, I've done all sorts of lots of cycling. Obviously I love all these things, I really do, but CrossFit is the one thing that just has got me fitter than I've ever been. I'm so strong and fit and healthy, and it's because of that. It's because of being able to sort of push my boundaries. Like, I couldn't even do a pull-up until January. We're in June now, and that's 6 months, and now, you know, and I've been working out since I was 14 years old. I'm 28 now, so that's still half my life I've been working out intensively, pretty intensively and I couldn't do a pull-up, and I could do loads now. I mean, I say loads, I can do some, and I could do quite a few if I was made to do quite a few. And there's strict pull-ups as well. I can do vaguely do kipping ones, not great at them, but I can do strict pull-ups. I can do all sorts of stuff. I'm just working on handstand push-ups. That's a thing that people do. I'm doing them. Nearly. I'm doing sort of maybe a half handstand push-up right now, but I will be able to do a full handstand push-up soon, I'm sure, because I'm practicing. So I guess what I want to say is just tell you about how much I enjoy it and how much I like the atmosphere, like the people, like the style of workout, like so much about it. The great coaching, everything is, honestly, it's just brilliant. And yeah, so as something I would recommend everybody trying. I think it's something very good. I understand it's not for everybody, and if you're not competitive, maybe it's not for you, because for me that is the appeal, is the competition, and some people might find that off-putting. But yeah, I would definitely give it a go. If you haven't given it a go before, just give it a try. You will hurt more than you'll ever hurt in your life the first little while, but you'll get used to it, it'll get easier. And then it doesn't ever get really easy, it's always hard, it's always really hard. And if it's not hard, you're not pushing hard enough. But that's great, because you see such improvements. Recently, I've been trying to focus on strength rather than speed, because I've always been very fast, and I can do a workout very fast. And things like my form will slip, or my weight, I'll be using too light a weight and be able to get through it like stupid fast. So I've been trying to increase my weight and therefore slow myself down a bit, but hopefully I'll be seeing gains from that. Coach Dave was saying that's one of my real things I need to do. You need to focus on is the weight, and just be okay with being a bit slower for a while and then seeing the gains from that as well. And if I do want to actually compete one day, then I really have to work on my weaknesses. So I've been coming towards that I would have otherwise avoided, like things that involve like snatch, which is a sort of big quick movement, and clean and jerk and pull-ups and overhead things. I've been trying to come along to as many of them as possible, and practice my handstand push-ups before the WODs as well. So yeah, definitely I'm seeing gains, definitely feeling really, really strong. And this summer in Toronto, so in 2 weeks time, less than 2 weeks time, in fact, how many days? 13 days, 12 days? 12 days time. I will be not doing CrossFit while I'm there. I'm going to be doing interval training, outdoor interval training, and I'll be doing weight training in a gym, in Heart House Gym, hopefully, which is my old gym. When I was a student, I used to spend a lot of time there, so that's where I'll be going. Yes, so anyway, I'm sorry that I've rattled on for a while, but I really could talk about this for a long time, and I would love anyone's feedback or comments or questions about it, because I have a lot to say about it, and I would happily keep going. So I'll just have to stop myself now. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely day, and it's Friday, so go out and enjoy the weekend. I certainly will be. Take care, guys. Speak to you soon. Bye.